Alrighty, thank you for joining me in the sim racing newsroom. Something's come across my desk and I want to share it with you, the viewer. Now, in this first video, I'm only going to give you the raw information and the facts, no opinion-based material. This is to allow you to have an unbiased view on the incident, so therefore you can draw your own thoughts, opinions, and maybe a conclusion without any sort of external factors, including myself or any of the branded material that I'm going to be showing in future videos. This one here has no names, no details, no team names. It's basically pretty much blanketed and bland footage. So therefore it should give you a very much a clean slate for you to make up your views in relation to what you're going to see. Now, I implore you, watch the video first, then if you want to, take a moment before reading any of the comments below. It might give away some spoilers. If you're happy to as well, leave a comment below with your thoughts on the matter and what you think and what you should think I should do for the next video as well, to try and dig a little bit deeper into this if you want to. I've got different angles, I've got different information in relation to it, and we can go from there. Now, with that said, let's get into what's shaping up to be quite the hot topic for 2023 down here in Australia at the very least. Now, the basics, what I want to do is set the tone for you. Now, watch the video and have your first initial impression. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the basics. Okay, so you've seen the first video. Now add this to your mindset. It's a 10-hour race. The two cars are fighting for P2 and P3. There's roughly about 5 minutes left in the end of the 10-hour race, and this happens. What are your thoughts? Anything? Something? Nothing? Okay, now that you've seen the video again from maybe a different angle, the race continues. The car that was in P3, that now did the overtake and is now in P2, gets a 5-second penalty from receiving a complaint from the other car. To make it easier, we'll go purple car and carbon car. So the carbon car gets past the purple car lodges a complaint with the stewards, and at the dying seconds of the race, the carbon car gets a 5-second penalty, changing the outcome of the race. Now that is possible because this race has live stewarding, so penalties are able to be given and handed out during the race live as well. All right, now that you've watched a couple of takes on that and you know that bit of information, what are your thoughts? Have they changed? What I'm going to do now is read out some of the rules in relation to the driving standards that are for this league in particular. Now, there are many, and I haven't included all of them because they don't all relate to this actual incident as well. But I'm going to read out the ones which do, from my point of view, and also from what I've been told in relation to what the penalty actually was applied for. So I'm going to tell you what they are. I'm going to put them up on the screen. If you want to, pause them, have a read, and we can try and get some more clarification around that. If you want some more in the second video, just let me know. All right, let's begin with number 3, rights to a corner. One of the most important rules to understand on track is who has the rights to a corner when battling with another car. This means knowing and understanding which car entering a corner has the right to take the desired line, who must leave space, sometimes all involved, and who should be yielding to make sure that the corner is taken safely and successfully by all cars involved. Different motorsports have different rulings surrounding this, so make sure you're fully aware of what is required of you and what rules you have in place for sim racing. What follows on from that rule 3 is what you see on the screen now. I'm not going to read all these out as well, but you can see that they follow on by going 3.1.1 all the way through to 3.1.6. Now the next one that we're going to be looking at in relation to this, and a little bit more related to it, is 3.4 in brackets dive bombs. So a dive bomb refers to an overtaking maneuver in which a trailing driver aggressively enters a corner and brakes much later than the leading driver, often resulting in the trailing driver carrying excessive speed into the turn and making contact with the leading driver or running off the track. Dive bombs continued. So the term dive bomb suggests that the trailing driver is taking a reckless or overly aggressive approach to the corner, essentially diving into the turn with little regard for the safety of themselves or the competitors. This type of maneuver is often seen as dangerous and unsportsmanlike, as it can result in collisions or cause the leading driver to lose position on the track. Now the two corresponding points for this section, 3.4.1, dive bombing is strictly prohibited under any circumstances and will incur a heavy penalty for any contact resulting from the move, either deliberately or accidentally. 3.4.2, drivers can still incur a penalty if the car ahead has to take evasive action to avoid contact from a car who commits a dive bomb, again either deliberately or accidentally. Now what I'm going to do is have those playing in the background, try and form your view, form your opinion in relation to it. I'm going to leave it there at the moment to see how you go with viewing your own views and thoughts and opinions on it as well. It's important to have a healthy discussion about this sort of topic as well. Remember, don't attack anyone, don't belittle anyone. It's just a game. Just remember that as well. By all means, share your thoughts, views, opinions, but do so in a respectable way as well. So stay informed by clicking that subscribe button if you want to know what's coming up next and you don't want to miss another video from the newsroom. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.